Howdy guys, Mac with Double Tap Carry Systems. I'd like to introduce to you guys what I'm calling the Predator. This is right now the holster I have online. I want to kind of get familiar with the order process and all that before I start dumping and putting like 6,000 products on the website, because I want to make sure I can keep up. I know there's a big issue right now with a lot of 5 and 6 and 7 month lead times on holsters for various types and various websites, and that's insane if you ask me. But I want to go over the Predator. These are 100% Kydex, and I didn't bring a gun down with me to throw in here. 100% Kydex holsters, and they're all molded. They have, the retention is set up so as to hold a fully loaded gun with a fully loaded magazine. I use real guns to test the holsters to get the retention right. But the things that are a little bit different between my holsters and some of the other ones I see at the various companies, you know, and I'm not going to go through naming them, but options are no big deal to me. I build each holster, or we build each holster, I should say, to order. So if you want a higher sweat shield on the back, something to protect your body from the gun or protect the gun from your body, if you want a 0-degree rake or 10-degree rake, or whatever rake you want, to me that's all the same thing. So I don't charge more for those different options. There's no, the price of the holster is the price of the holster. I really think that I'm starting probably $10 cheaper than what most of the people are selling this style holster for, and ultimately, and I'm gonna make no bones about it, ultimately these are the same holster that you can get anywhere else. I will talk about some of the little minor differences. The first thing I do is, where the gun goes into the holster, I flare the out away from your body. If you're right-handed, the right side of the holster; left-handed, the left side of the holster. But I flare it a little bit, so when the gun goes in, you have a little bit bigger of a hole to hit with the barrel of the gun to make sure you get your reholsters nice and smooth and clean. The next thing I'm doing is I am using permanently mounted belt loops. I do 1 3/4 standard. I can run 1.5 inches. I can go around. I can put whatever size belt loop you really need on here. I know a lot of people, their big thing is, well, you can move their belt loops with screws up and down and up and down. And be honest with you, I've probably bought 30 of these holsters for various weapon systems over the years, and once I got it set up, I really felt no need to move it. And the other problem I had with those screws is they work themselves loose at the most inopportune times. I have lost guns while training. I am not a big fan of the movable belt loops. I'm not saying I might not do it later if it's requested enough, but right now these are permanently mounted where the gun should ride, more or less, in my opinion. And these have all been built from an operator's point of view. I really worked on trying to get these holsters the way I believe they needed to be. So with that in mind, there is just one standard belt position on this specific holster. They're all hand molded, hand pressed, trimmed, polished, the whole 9 yards. The edges being polished. It's all done per holster. One guy builds one holster, start to finish. So there's plenty of options there you can pick. You don't have to worry about, well, I want to run that 10 or 12 or whatever degree cant you want forward. You don't have to worry about, well, standard is a 10-degree cut, but I really like it straight up and down. So, but that's $6 more, or 7 or 8 or 10 or whatever they're charging for it. I'm not. The holster is the holster. You tell me what you want, I will build it. I don't care if you want, right now we're going with black till I get, I need to make sure I can make this website thing work properly. Web guy has spent a bunch of time working on it. It's running right now. What we have on there is mag carriers for either a we have some that are specific to Glock double stacks, 940 357, and then we have some that are for generic 940 357 magazines, and the Predator. Once we get our feet wet and we're sure we can operate the website and we're not running into a bunch of problems, I'll put the inside of the waistbands and some of the other holster designs we have up. But there'll be a link down below for the ordering website itself. If you don't see your gun listed, I will absolutely build you a holster for any gun that you want, providing I can find a blank for it. I have to have a blank gun for the molding process. If I don't happen to have your blank and you don't see your gun listed, email me. I will absolutely order it. There's going to be a couple week lead time till I can get the gun, or till I can get the blanks here. So I'll either, you tell me what gun it is, I'll get it listed, email you back when I got it, or if you want to just go ahead and order the holster, and whichever way you want, I don't care. If you want to go ahead and order and pay for the holster, and I'll get the blank coming, and as soon as it gets here, build you a holster, that's fine. If you want to say, hey, I want this gun, order the blank, and when it gets there, we'll email you or call you back. The other thing I'd like to point out is the contact phone number and the contact information on there goes to this phone. That is my contact information. So if you call the number on the website, we got a whole nother phone just specifically for, this is not just going to route to whatever. This is a dedicated phone number for this store. So appreciate you guys watching. Please share this with your friends. If you think anybody needs a holster, we are ready to go. We've got the shop running beautifully. We have a bunch of holsters for the standards, pre-built, ready to go, ready to ship next day. If you happen to, order something that's a little out of the norm for us, as far as, I build all mine with straight up and down rake. For the pre-made ones, for the on the waistband holsters, just because that seems to be the way everybody that I know running an on the waistband Kydex holster wants to run their rake. But if you want a 10-degree tant, it'll get done. Got any questions or comments, please put them in the notes below. Email me, call me, whatever you want to do. There will be a phone number down in the notes on this video. The phone number is on the side of the website, the side of the YouTube page, and it's under the contact information in the website. And when you call it, this is the phone you get. So you get to talk to a real live person. There's not some automated phone tree, third world country, whatever phone support. When you call something, if you get to voicemail, it's because I'm either A, out of service area, B, on the line with somebody else, or C, shut the phone off for the evening, because all right, we're gonna have normal hours of operation Monday to Friday, 9 to 5 Central Time. So appreciate it. Thanks for watching. Appreciate you guys' business. For those about to order or gonna order, like I said, trying to think of anything else I want to say. Warranties. Lifetime warranty against manufacturer defects. If you take my gear out and you break it, training with it, I'll fix it. And more to the point, I want to know what was wrong with it and how it broke, so I can keep it from ever happening again. I know there's a lot of guys going to the little bit thicker Kydex. These are made of 060. I have pounded on these things and I can't seem to break it. I don't understand why everybody wants a heavier holster just for the sake of a heavier holster. So, anyway, get better definition out of 060, I believe. Appreciate you guys watching, and I appreciate your business.